All right. Well, I think they're ready. I think they're fired up, excited to get this spring game underway, and it should be quite an event. Coach Salem is going to coordinate in one of the offenses, and Coach Cheney's got the other offense, and I believe on the other end you got Coach Hill is going to be the coordinator with Coach Sims, and then obviously Coach Conklin on the other team. So should be fun.
Spring go fast for you?
It really did. Really did. I think, for me, I think this last 3 months has gone fast, but it did go fast. 14 days went fast.
Is this game any different than the 14 practices that preceded it? Will it be any different for you or for your players?
I think it will be. I think it'll be a little bit more exciting. I think the kids are excited. I mean, they're talking trash already to each other, which is fun. I mean, they're getting into the rivalry of a blue and gold game. So I think it'll be a little bit different because they're really playing for something, and then on top of that there'll be fans there. So with the media and the fans there to see what's happened in 14 days, I think it'll be exciting for them to show where they've come from last season to this season.
You mentioned, it was either yesterday or 2 days ago, probably some vanilla things on both sides of the ball. I mean, how do you balance, not showing too much, but also getting your work in?
I think we're going to get our work in. Trust me. And again, it's all about fundamentals first of all. And what we think is vanilla and what you think is vanilla might be two different things. If we've got 100 formations in, you may only see 60 or 70 of them, so you're going to see plenty of stuff. But it comes down to execution, and defensively we're vanilla to begin with. I think we're not real complicated, but our kids need to execute the defense and play within the frameworks.
Everyone's going to play except for the guys that were indicated yesterday.
Yeah, I mean there's some guys that are obviously dinged up and banged up a little bit, but overall I'd say on an AB I think we're still in shape. We're got a couple guys out, but we're in as good a shape as I've seen in 15 years. Coming out of the spring, our kids. I think Coach Andrews had them ready to go. I think they're in shape and physically pretty good coming into spring ball, which keeps you healthy. And I think when you play fast and you're not wondering what you're doing, you stay healthy too. So I'm happy with where we are going into 15. I just knock on wood that we come out of this one healthy too.
Did you have goals coming into this thing of how much you would get done this spring, how much you'd get installed and all that kind of stuff? And did you get there, or how did you
we did.
match up?
We reached our goals as far as what we wanted to get installed. We got a lot of stuff in, and again, I would say we're probably 80% capacity as far as what we got in, and then we'll crank it up during the summer, and they'll kind of go through this whole install one more time during the summer by themselves, where they reinstall it, and we've got really the bell cows of each position that will make sure it gets in, and they'll have their own practices where we aren't involved, and then we'll reinstall that plus a lot more. But today we just worked on victory plays. I mean, we've got we worked on the last 17 seconds of a game. What are we going to do offensively? What are we going to do defensively? So we've taught a ton of football offensively, defensively, and all, just about every situation you can imagine.
What can you guys as coaches do to make sure that the players do what they need to do on their own this off season?
Well, I think we can do all we want to. They're going to be on their own, so hopefully they know where they can be and they have some goals as far as what they want to do. And we can't hold their hand, and nor are we able to sit there and watch over them. But I think I think they got the desire to want to be great, and I think they'll get that done. The team's got to take over, and the leaders got to take over.
Is that something that's more of an attitude than you telling them, hey, do this?
Well, we're going to tell them what to do, but then they got to do it, and they got to do it with attention to detail. They can't just go out there and slop around and go through the motions. And hopefully we've taught them that work ethic that we expect, and again, our strength coaches will be on them as well. They're able to be out there most of the time and just make sure it's right, but they're strength coaches, not football coaches.